Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Blue Fire Toys and Collectibles. Got a little bit of a different one today. You're going to hear two intros. This is actually an accounting of our histories of G-Fests over the years, from 2001 till present, but it was a rather long video, so I broke it up into multiple parts. It's done in the style of a podcast with myself, my dad, and my brother. So please enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Blue Fire Toys and Collectibles. Doing a little bit of a different format today. We're doing our next G-Fest prep video. But today we're going to be doing it in the style of a podcast. We're going to be talking about the history of G-Fest since my dad and I have been going since 2001. And all the different experiences we've been lucky enough to have at G-Fest. So I have with me here today my dad, Tony.
Hi.
And my brother, Adam.
Ahoy.
And our little cat, Caesar.
If you hear purring throughout the video, that's him.
He's going to be helping us today. We're going to be talking about the history of G-Fest. So, Dad, you and I have been going since 2001.
Yep. Our 25th year.
Yeah, this incredible. We've been lucky enough to go all these years. We were just going through the history of G-Fest, looking back, and we have met a number of stars from the Godzilla and Gamera franchise, and just really been lucky. Ultraman, yeah, Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, just Tokusatsu and Kaiju in general. We've been lucky enough to meet a lot of these people, but we've also had a number of special experiences thanks to G-Fest that otherwise wouldn't have been possible. So, what I really remember about our first G-Fest was we didn't know what to expect.
Not a clue.
It was, back then, it was held nearby a neighboring town from where it is now in Rosemont, Illinois, in Arlington Heights, Illinois. It was at the Radisson, and I remember liking that venue.
Right next to a Denny's.
That's right. Yeah, we literally could walk across the parking lot to a Denny's. Yes, I remember that very distinctly. Yeah, Godzilla 2000 was the new Godzilla movie. That one was only a year old in the States.
We had seen it at the theater the previous summer.
Yep. Yeah, for its limited release, we saw that. Got to meet Robert Scott Field for the first time at G-Fest that year. M11 from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. J.D. Lees, the editor of G-Fan. Got to meet him for the first time. That was, as a 10-year-old going to one of these conventions, that was mind-blowing. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah is my favorite Godzilla film, so getting to meet one of the stars from that movie
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was absolutely mind-blowing. So, Dan, anything specific you remember from our first G-Fest?
A G-Fest I remember taking you and your friend Matt.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I completely forgot Matt went with us. Yeah,
Matt's folks had heard about G-Fest, they think through you.
Yeah.
And Matt was very keen on Gamera.
Yep.
So they asked if I would be able to take Matt with, and I said, sure. So the three of us went to our very first G-Fest together.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Matt was big into Gamera, and he was an avid reader of G-Fan, as I was. My dad, of course, got me into G-Fan, as well as Godzilla. So yeah, G-Fest 01, we weren't there very long. I remember it was a couple of hours. I think we got there around noon and we left around 4, if I'm remembering correctly. Back then there was a lot less to actually do that we were interested in. Back then I was only 10 years old and I didn't have a lot of knowledge about the actual films themselves. I liked seeing the giant monsters, and I was excited about being able to get a Godzilla 2000 figure from the dealer room, which at 10 years old, that was just mind-boggling. That was like Christmas morning, but only giant monsters. And then G-Fest 02, that was our second one.
Yep.
That one was unique.
Yeah.
That one was special. That year we were lucky enough to meet Koichi Kawakita, Hurricane Ryu, and Robert Scott Field again. And that year, the main thing I remember
Hurricane Ryu and Robert Scott Field did a live commentary of Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. They screened it in the main meeting hall.
Yep.
And during his panel, Hurricane Ryu and Robert Scott Field gave a minute-by-minute accounting of what happened during filming of the movie.
That was incredible.
That was so special.
We were also seated in the very front row center for that one.
Yes, we were.
Seated opposite Scott as he did the play-by-play of the film.
Yeah, that was really cool because he told us all these stories about just behind-the-scenes things where he's getting kicked in the face and there was a staple in the bottom of Anna Nakagawa's shoe as she's kicking him in the face and left all these staple marks.
When he was levitating and one of the wires broke and he found himself hanging by one hip up in the air on one wire.
Or when Ken Satsuma fell through the stage in the Godzilla costume and got knocked unconscious. Hurricane Ryu told us that story. He was out unconscious for quite a while. And of course, we always came home and relayed all these stories to my brother, who was too young to go to the conventions at the time.
I was like a year old.
Yeah.
I was 2 years old.
Yeah, you were 2 years old. So you were excited about Godzilla, you liked Godzilla, but
I didn't know
you had no way of keeping up with us at a convention.
You and Mom had some pretty good weekends.
Oh, yeah.
I went to go see Cars one year, whatever year that was.
Yeah, that was 05, I think.
05, yeah.
Yeah, because our mom, trooper as she is, she used to take care of my little brother while my dad and I were at G-Fest.
Yep. Yeah, so she'd always take me to go see a movie or something until I was old enough to go with them. But every year I remember wanting to go with you guys. Like, can I come? Can I come? Am I old enough yet? Yep.
We're getting to it.
Yep. Yeah.
So G-Fest 03, this was our first big one. My dad and I stayed overnight for the first time. Yep. Saturday into Sunday was the first time we actually did more than one day. And this one was so cool. We got to meet the creator of Gamera, Noriaki Yuasa. We got to meet him. It was the Gamera theme that year. Yep. That was so cool. I distinctly remember I bought almost nothing but Gamera that year. I remember we were in the hotel pool. Yep. And I didn't bring my Gamera vinyl with, and the whole time all I was thinking was, I should have brought Gamera with. As we were swimming in the pool, there were a bunch of other kids there with their vinyls, and I didn't bring Gamera. And I still to this day regret that.
That was the first year at the hotel.
No, that was still at the Radisson.
Was it?
Yeah, that was the last year at the Radisson.
Okay.
They moved to what is now the Crowne Plaza in 04.
Okay.
But, and Yoshikazu Ishii, we got to meet that year for the first time. My brother and I have a story about meeting Ishii-san that we'll get to in a little bit.
Many years down the line.
Yeah. But in G-Fest 03, that was also special. My dad and I got to see Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack, for the first time and at the Pickwick Theater. That was our first time at the Pickwick,
yes,
too.
It was.
And that was the North American premiere of GMK.
Yep.
And we've seen it a number of years at the Pickwick since and plan to do it again this year.
Yeah, we'll be playing again this year.
Yep.
And that
love that movie.
I absolutely.
That was a family favorite.
That was the year we were also lucky enough to meet and hang out with Doug Pelton, who recently passed away. He was a well-known friend of G-Fest and really everybody that went to G-Fest. We watched the music videos with him because after the dealer room closed, my dad and I didn't really know what else to do. We got out of the pool and looking around for stuff to do, so Doug showed us around and showed us the different things that we could do and showed us the costume parade. And I remember standing with Doug watching that. And so just a little memory to share with everybody about Doug.
Yep, good guy.
G-Fest 04.
Okay. Adam was 4, he didn't go.
Yeah.
This
going to be a recurring theme for the first couple of years here.
This was a big one. This was the 50th anniversary of Godzilla.
Yes, it was.
Teruyoshi Nakano was the guest that year.
Legendary name.
Absolutely. And the Showa special effects and Godzilla, the Return of Godzilla in '84. That year, we were lucky enough again to be at a North American premiere of Godzilla Tokyo SOS.
Yep.
It was supposed to be Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, and at the last minute, they couldn't get Godzilla against Mechagodzilla to show, and it ended up being Tokyo SOS, which
We're fine with.
being way
Test
better.
failed successfully, huh?
Yeah, because we had already seen Against Mechagodzilla and not SOS. This is before it was on DVD. So, very excited about that. And back then, the Crown Plaza was known as the Holiday Inn O'Hare International.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That was the year we had a piece of his birthday cake.
Yes, we did. They did a 50th birthday celebration for Godzilla that Saturday evening.
And sang happy birthday.
We sang happy birthday to the big guy, and they rolled out 2 G-Fan styled birthday cakes.
Yep.
And we each got to have a piece. We joke all the time that those pieces are still with us.
Yep.
And G-Fest 05, I remember like it was yesterday. This was another very special G-Fest. We got to see Godzilla Final Wars, which was not the North American premiere, but it was for us, and seeing Final Wars for the first time was... that was something else. The whole day, everybody was so excited about it, that it was going to be shown, and this is the second year my friend Matt came with us, and he was so excited about Final Wars, and I remember sitting outside the Pickwick, waiting while you stood in line.
I stood in line in the rain.
In the rain.
While you guys sheltered on a convenient seat a couple 20 feet away.
Anybody who's been to G-Fest before, you know the Starbucks, the little alley seating area. Matt and I took up a seat underneath the umbrella while my dad kindly stood in the rain.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah, that was a very fun G-Fest. Yep. That was back still when we were only doing the 1 days. We were going on Saturday back then.
Yep.
We didn't start going multiple days.
2010.
2010 year.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yep.
That was I was doing models in the model contest back then. So. Yeah. G-Fest 06. We got to see the North American premiere of Gamera the Brave.
Yep.
And I don't know how anyone could dislike that.
Yeah, I love that film.
We have a running joke in the family that a couple of years ago we were about to watch that movie, and Pat was just raging and railing about how much he didn't like it. And my dad and I were just looking at each other like, what is he on about? We both love that movie. And then we watched the movie, and we get through it, and Pat just turns to us and says, why did I ever dislike this movie?
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with me. I really don't.
Bad mood for a few years.
I suppose.
I really don't understand to this day what was wrong with me, why I didn't like it for those couple of years, because I loved it when we first saw it.
I remember the first time I saw it a few years after you guys did, how much you liked the movie.
In G-Fest in 07, I tracked down a DVD copy of the movie, and I in 06, when we got back from G-Fest, I recounted the entire movie scene for scene for my friend Matt, who wasn't able to go that year. And just, I have no idea why I didn't like it. Plus, it's got an awesome song at the end.
Oh, man.
Eternal Love by Mink. Yeah. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs. So...
Just
one of
those
that.
We'll be back. Go listen to it now and then come back and listen to us.
Yes. So Kazuki Omori was there in 2006. Ishii-san, again, was there in 2006. Mr. G-Fest. In 05, I forgot to mention, that was the first year it was called the Crown Plaza.
Yes.
And which is still called to this day. And anybody who's been going to G-Fest... even for the last 10 years or so, is very familiar with the Crown Plaza, and still, some of us still miss the Crown Plaza.
Yeah.
But G-Fest itself is much too large for that venue now.
I still get flummoxed by the layout of the new venue. I keep expecting the Crown Plaza layout.
Yeah, we say that all the time. G-Fest 07, that was another special one. Rhodes Reason, Shelley Sweeney were there. We got to see them.
That was the year they showed the Bread and Circuses episode of the original Star Trek series.
That's right. Yeah,
that Rhodes Reason is in.
Yep.
And Pat hadn't seen it, So I said, "Oh no, here it's on the schedule. We're going to watch an episode of Star Trek."
That was a lot of fun. I like that episode.
I remember
that's a
walking
great
into the
episode.
room.
Yeah.
We couldn't see the stage from where we walked in.
That's right.
And I heard his voice, and I turned to Pat and I said, "That's Rhodes Reason." And I knew it from the instant I heard it. It
Yep.
sounded exactly as it always did.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yep.
He had a very distinct voice.
Yes.
Shelley.
Linda Miller was that?
Yeah.
Oh no, that she was later.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry.
Shelley Sweeney was there. She told some really cool stories
Yeah.
about the Godzilla movies she was in. I got to listen to those. She was a great guest. I hope she comes back one day.
She did a fun panel.
We got to see King Kong versus Godzilla that year at the Pickwick. That was the first Showa Godzilla movie I'd ever seen on the big screen.
Yeah.
So it was the first time it really hit me how lucky we were to attend G-Fest and get some of these experiences, even over the birthday cake.
Yeah.
Being able to see a Showa Godzilla film on the big screen.
All right, folks, that concludes part 1. I will be posting part 2 within a couple of days. It's a continuation of this podcast format. Let me know if you like it. Yeah, I really enjoyed sharing these memories with my dad and brother about our histories of G-Fest. So I hope you enjoyed as well. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. And hopefully I will see you at G-Fest.